Alright, hey, welcome. It's me again. I haven't been here in like 2 months, but welcome back to Super Trash TV. Welcome back to Pokédan. Say hello to OJ, who's back here with me again, backseating and co-hosting on day 8 of our Heart Gold Nuzlocke backseating randomizer first playthrough for some reason. Just everything absolutely at once. Welcome back. I don't remember what's going on.
Second playthrough.
I played Pokemon Gold on the Game Boy Color when it came out in like the year 1999, and I've never played Heart Gold, which has already had some new stuff. So,
well, I'm more speaking to Wolverine.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Second attempt. Pour one out for Wolverine, who I didn't forget. Our Metapod, who we played with for all of half an hour before we gave up on that and started with a Kingdra instead. Yeah, no, okay. As much as we learned from that, I feel like I'm well into blind territory again. Yeah, so it's been a couple months between me traveling and being sick with not COVID, and then traveling and then being sick with COVID. But I'm back, I'm alive, and I'm hoping to do this regularly again, figure out what's going on. I guess I'm gonna jump into the game.
Do you want to kind of give a refresh on what your notebook says?
Yeah, well, so, rest in peace in the chat to Wolverine, yeah. Pour one out to our fallen comrade. We tried so hard. Yeah, so the notebook that we're referring to, I have all of my Nuzlocke notes, so even though I don't really remember much of what was going on, I see we're in Whitney's gym, which makes me nervous. Yeah. I have written down everyone we've caught and everyone we've lost along the way, and you can see it's pretty numerous, all the way back to our starter, Kingdra, and now that I've ruined this, God, alright, busted ass notebook. Here's the hardcover to it. Here we go. I found, okay, there's page 1. Look. Alright. I'm just gonna... There it is. So, I'm gonna try to recap. So, looking at my notes, we recently caught a Glameow, a Roserade, and we were gifted a legendary Pokemon from someone who wanted to pass along a message. If we check out our Pokemon list here, I'm just gonna drag that up and expand it for you. We've got Turkey, or Pseudo-Wudo, who we caught as a Mere Bonsley a couple streams ago, and who I would die for. It took a while to nickname that one. That was during an audience backseat stream, and we had a couple suggestions, but once someone suggested Turkey, because his little orbs there looked like turkey legs, and because it's fun. That was a clear runaway. We've got BB Wing, our Pidgeotto, who has kept us alive countless times, along with Rob Riggle, our Regigigas.
My boy.
Our 12-foot-tall Titan, who at one time was our only survivor.
Yeah.
We've got 50 Cent the Ponyta. We've got Worth It the Roserade, who is our most recent addition, along with Kenya the Mesprit. Kenya was the name that came with the Pokemon.
Okay.
And we said, yeah, sure. And it's holding a letter that an NPC wanted us to deliver to another one.
Okay.
Thank you. Adventure was fun. Zubat was the one thing I wanted to avoid from Webster. So I don't remember if we've delivered that precious, crucial, high priority message or not, but I do know that we get to keep the Pokemon that was carrying it that happened to be mythical, so not gonna read into that one too much. And that's about as much as I remember. Seeing that we were in this gym, I do think we've done at least one of the battles, and I think we were going to try out another one. But the Ja rules of this run are, first of all, anything that OJ says goes, however big or small. And as always, we're playing with a couple drinking Ja rules, so let me get those up. And that's, if I use an item, I gotta take a drink. If an enemy trainer whips out a legendary Pokemon out of nowhere, that's 2. And because in a Nuzlocke, you can only attempt to catch the first Pokemon that you encounter on any given route. If I mess that up, that's 3 drinks. And I think I'm forgetting a lot, but I don't think I'm forgetting any of that stuff. So my thinking was I was gonna maybe try the next one of these battles and just jump right in, unless you want to take the reins.
If you haven't been here before, I know next to nothing about Pokemon. I'm just talking to the audience here, Dan. Sorry to kind of go into host mode. So I basically rely on Dan's understanding of the games, and I'm here for moral support and sometimes a funny name or two. To interact with the crowd, interact with our friends, and have a good time. So I'll leave that whole strategy shit to you.
Okay, perfect. Hoping to kind of pass along blame for when this goes horribly wrong, but
yeah, I will be very upset if one of my faves dies, but right. That's on you.
Right. No, I understand. What was Pichu's name? I forget. Did I write it down? I know that one hit hard when we lost Pichu.
Oh, yeah.
But that was already like a month and a half ago, so... Alright, did we fight this trainer down here? I can't get to them. So... I think that's probably who we fought last time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see... Oh, there we go. Alright, pretty much had to kiss him for them to see us. Shouldn't let your guard down just because I don't look tough. Alright. So the trainers have been pretty unpredictable. Sometimes they're very easy. Sometimes they'll take out half of our team in one go. So we have Fisher Antoinette with a Breloom. Fisher usually will have a whole bunch of Magikarps, and here we have a high-level fighting-type, grass-type Pokemon. 2 of the things Turkey is very weak against, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch him out. Switch her out, sorry. Sorry, Turkey. And we have a couple options. 50 Cent is going to be pretty good. Rob Riggle is just generally a tank, but is weak to fighting. BB Wing is going to be good, and so is Worth It. Does Worth It have any poison moves? Yeah, okay, so we have a couple options. Out of BB Wing, 50 Cent, and Worth It, do you want to see anyone fight? Yes, we love Turkey in the chat. Kind Toaster named her.
What would do well in these?
I would think BB Wing is probably going to be our best bet.
Yeah, it's high level.
Yeah, much closer level than Worth It, who's 12 lower, so that's probably not a good call.
Yeah, we'll see what it happens, and then because it could just be. There's been a couple of times in this run that we're like, oh yeah, fucking. And that attitude gets us completely wrecked.
I've been very confidently wrong many times. All right, yeah, let's see what happens and hope that it doesn't screw us, because BB Wing has been absolutely okay. It's headbutting. How much is that gonna do? That's not great. So just under half our health. We should be able to survive another headbutt if we want to use a flying type move, which is going to be, it's going to do against grass and fighting, it's going to do 4 times damage. But that is a little bit of a risk. We could either try healing or swapping someone else out, but I don't know who's going to take that headbutt any better.
Yeah, who's able to who's durable against it? I don't know.
Welcome to Super
I
Trash
always
TV. We're already in trouble.
I always err. Yeah, first thing out the gate. I always err on the cautious side of caution for more potions if we can. I mean,
Alright.
it is a drink, but
I'll take a drink. I'm gonna use a super potion, which will heal it all the way up, and then so that headbutt did 32. If it uses it again, we can see like what the range is on that. And I'll take a little sip of my cheap Trader Joe's whiskey to to learn what happens.
Wow.
I know.
What's
I'm really
the
throwing Joe under the bus.
what's the vibe like? You're quite all the people I know with drink carts. You have a pretty nice one. It seems like you respect whiskey. You have your own ice cube holder for parties.
I do.
What say you on the Trader Joe's whiskey?
It's fine. I like. All right, so that did again just under half health. So we should survive another hit, but it's then going to be riskier as to what happens afterwards. We could try to sand attack and like make Breloom miss us.
Yeah, is there any like bullshit that we can
so
utilize
sand
with any
attack
of our
is gonna drop
Pokemon?
its accuracy with every attack by I think it's 25%.
I like that.
So maybe one or two of those, and then we start hitting and like heal up if we have to. I feel like I want to take no risks. I'll gladly buy more potions.
Well, I want since we don't have necessarily an advantage on the squad. Just throw as much bullshit as we can, survive, and pray to God that nothing weird happens.
Yep. All right. It's already missing. Love it.
Fuck
so I'll
yeah.
do that again. Yeah. So I like a good whiskey, which I guess isn't a shocking statement for anyone to say.
It's I don't know. Generationally, it seems like whiskey is of a certain type and demographic.
That's fair. I think because it's like kind of like at least like perpetuated as like gentlemanly to like I don't know, have like a tumbler. Yeah, I don't know. I was turned on to whiskey by a boomer, or maybe a elder Xer. I don't know. No, I do like it. I do like appreciate a nicer bottle and all that beyond just like kind of being able to tell like this seems not as bad, but also like I don't mind bad liquor, if I'm just having a drink to have a drink as I am now, like yeah, it's a drink. I'm not like, oh, horrible, it's fine.
I had to look at the Twitch channel to make sure that you weren't wearing a bowler hat or a fedora or like a suit.
Yeah.
Just to call any alcohol gentlemanly, even if it's accurate.
Yeah, no.
Seems very pickup artist.
Decidedly not. Decidedly not a hat guy. I'll say that much. All right, we won. Who do you think are stronger, boys or girls? I'm gonna say girls. The girls reading this. Okay. I'm gonna go heal up BB Wing and get out of here.
Yeah. Smart.
I don't know. I would say my main point is kind of the opposite. That it's a drink. I'll enjoy it. Whatever. I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, here we go. Which Pokemon has the biggest pickup artist energy? Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime shouldn't be allowed around children, much like pickup artists, so you've correctly identified that. But I think maybe Honchkrow or Murkrow? They're Pokemon that are literally like wearing, like they're a bird that like their head tuft is like shaped kind of like a fedora, so
I typed in Pokemon Fedora.
Oh, that's gonna get some horrible results.
There, it looks like there's. I don't know how accurate this is. This should just be somebody's fan art. Somebody turned, the the bird,
Uh-huh.
black and white bird. Someone does have a compelling case for the same reasons that you did.
Okay.
There's also Pokemon official branded fedoras, very Tommy Bahamas.
Okay.
Kind of upsetting because they have Gyarados on it, and that's a Pokemon too cool for most merch.
Right. You can't waste it.
Yeah.
So it feels more like a dad on vacation who doesn't know better fedora than like a milady fedora.
Yeah, it's big. I have a bald spot, and I'm not doing this ironically, fedora for
Right. Okay. Bummer.
for that. But I am a big fan of the Blastoise that looks like a mob boss.
Okay.
So maybe that's kind of getting towards what we're looking for.
Yeah, let's see this. Hold on. I'm just gonna pull this up on stream. Oh! That sure is a guy.
Yeah.
That's a kind of guy. Yeah, it's
not PUA though.
Sorry, I'm bending my screen down because my monitor is behind my laptop. I don't much care for it. The hat makes the outfit. I feel like... Oh, I wasn't looking at the Blastoise. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. If I just saw a Blastoise wearing a vest with no hat, I'd be very concerned.
Has science gone too far? This turtle has a vest.
Yeah. Clearly, either it's been experimented on, but this is like, he made a choice. With the pocket square?
Animal testing, just like putting an outfit on one.
Yeah, just seeing how, because he has a good shaped head. He's one of the few Pokemon that has a hat-shaped head.
I like that he poked his ears through. Instead of like a fedora feather, you know?
It's custom.
Yeah. I think... Yeah, Blastoise's expression makes him very grandfatherly. And I feel like a grandfather could wear this without it being as alarming as, like, someone in college wearing that. So, I don't know.
Well, because I think the vest is unprecedented how much the heavy lifting the vest is doing, because most of the people wearing fedoras in a pickup artisty peacocking way are using they have t-shirts,
right, or like a t-shirt with like a tuxedo print. Yeah, I think if it was either or here, that would be questionable. I think without the hat, I'd just be like, that's Charlie Sheen. And with just the hat, I'd just I don't know what I'd think, but you need both.
And if it was just the hat by itself on him, it would just look like, oh, he's one of those cute Pokemon that develop like a little bit of a personality, but he's not a full-on fucking like I've taken over a small town energy.
So, who else is pickup artisty in the world of Pokemon? That is a Pokemon.
Oh shit. Well, I would say based on the Pokemon show, Meowth has some real like, because there's an anguish with the pickup artist that they're shoveling hats on. Right.
That hat masks a deeper wound than male pattern baldness. I'm looking at this Murkrow smoking a cigar in what appears to be a tuxedo print T-shirt. I called it. He's got like weird fucking Magic Mike like cuffs on his ankles. I don't know if those are supposed to be
my god, he does have Chippendale cuffs on his ankles.
Chippendale, yeah, that's it. I don't know if those are supposed to be like bird tags that they made like classy, but like, yikes. It's a disgusting habit, Murkrow. I'm gonna go back to my game and talk to this trainer who likes cute Pokemon better than strong Pokemon. Murkrow decidedly neither.
Yeah.
Oh, they have both. Uh-oh. Alright. I don't know if I jumped into another battle too soon. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what Fisher Liliana has.
Shit.
3 Pokemon, so potentially more perilous. Swampert. Okay. Also a really bad match for Turkey. Water and ground type both are bad, or both are strong against rock. So we're gonna get Turkey out of there. Worth It is our best type matchup, but it is lower level. So there would be a risk to that. Rob Riggle could probably... I'm just saying it as if he's the person. Rob Riggle could probably tank quite a few hits. Kenya is good. Like, good stats. Oh, okay, it has Levitate, which means any of the ground-type moves that Swampert might use just won't affect it. And it's kind of otherwise a neutral matchup. And then, of course, we have BB Wing again, who as a flying type will also be immune to ground type, but I don't really know what Swampert's going to use. So I feel like any of our... Can't see my cursor, but like Rob Riggle, BB Wing, and Kenya are probably our best bets here. 50 Cent, again, doubly weak to water and ground. Just like Turkey.
What? I want to see my boy Rob Riggle. I haven't seen him in a while.
Here. Rob Riggle can take a hit. He's proven that time and time again. Rob Riggle can't get it going. That's fine. Okay, Water Gun. So that would have hit whoever we sent out, and it's also not doing a huge amount. So, we have a little bit of bullshit we can do. We can really confuse anyone that they send out with Confuse Ray and Dizzy Punch. I don't know if you want to go right into attacking, or if you want to send out the Confuse Ray first. Confusion gives the enemy Pokemon a chance of hitting itself instead of hitting me.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah.
I see that, yeah.
Alright, so it is a little faster. Rob Riggle's just getting it going. It happens to everyone. It looks like at least for now we can take some hits. And I'm going to start to attack here. Okay, so it's using Bide.
Uh-huh.
That's not the best news for us. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heal this turn. What Bide does is they won't attack for 2 turns, and then however much damage we've done to them in that time, it'll double back to us. So instead of doing more damage to it right now, I'm just gonna heal Rob Riggle back up to full so that you know, we'll survive that hit.
Okay.
Where'd I put my drink? There it is.
To the potion.
To the potion. Alright, snapped out of Confusion. It's storing energy. So I'm just going to use Confuse Ray again instead of hurting it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
could you imagine how...
that might have taken us out. So...
Could you imagine how fucked you would be as a person if, like, you get into, like, a disagreement with somebody and somebody had the ability to confuse you?
Yeah, right? They confuse you so that you're just like, knock it off, man, you know? And then, like, they're using Bide so that when you do finally, like, I don't know, I assume we're in a fist fight at this point in this disagreement. Like, you finally, like, figure out who you're supposed to be fighting, and they're just like, alright, do it again, you know? Like, just wait, see what happens. All right, we got our act together. We're gonna be doing a little more damage. I think we can finish him off here, or we can heal back up to full again and play it a little safer.
Play it safer.
Yeah.
Play it again safer, Sam.
As I was saying it, I was kind of like, let's not lose our ringer.
Yeah, don't lose God.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to be a godless enterprise.
No. All right, so it's confused. It might do itself. Okay, mud shot.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's a big old spray of doo-doo.
Yeah. All right, speed fell. That's a little annoying, but we should, because once that slow start wears out, our speed and our attack doubles. So okay, we're doing a little more now, even with that like little shit spray. Turkey leveled up. That's good. Technically participated in that fight.
Yeah, to Turkey.
And we're gonna see Regice, so drink to their legendary. Regice, Turkey's actually gonna be pretty good against. Assuming it has a rock type move. Yeah. And Turkey has the ability Sturdy, meaning it can't be taken out in one hit, so we get at least one turn. So,
Okay.
I'm kind of leaning towards that, unless you want to send someone else out or leave Rob Riggle going now that he's got his stat boost. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Rob Riggle, come on back. Sturdy Turkey. That's what they call her. Alright, so Rock Throw is going to be super effective, Low Kick is going to be super effective, but Rock Type and Rock Type Attack gives it another little bonus. So I'm going to go there. Okay, it's using Curse, which doesn't really affect us much. It basically makes it slower and stronger, but that kind of just gives us another free turn, really. So,
Cool.
yeah. Alright, and it's using Stomp. Let's see how much that does. Very, very little. Oh, and okay, even better. Great. He got a crit. Hero of the day. Leveling up again for taking out a legendary Pokemon there. Another, like, 8-foot-tall behemoth. And Chingling is not a Pokemon. I think I know which one that is, but, I think it's a Psychic type.
Let me see. What is the Chingling? What are you?
There it is.
Whoa.
I don't really know what to make of this. I don't think we have anyone that's good or bad against it, so I might do another turn and see what happens.
Yeah, you're at pretty good health.
Yeah. Let's throw more rocks at it. Okay, so it does have a Psychic type attack. Turkey live. Okay. Yeah, alright. It's kind of cute. I think
we're cruising.
Yeah.
Well, it's so pixelated and far away that I don't know what it's supposed to be.
I think it's like
so
a bell.
Is it a bell?
I think it's like a little sleigh bell, but like just one, but alive.
Oh no, that's fucking terrifying.
It's like the most horrifying Toy Story implication that it's just like there on a stick being shaken around. I think it's gonna use that same move again. I don't know if we want to heal, maybe.
Take a heal.
With Turkey. We can always buy more potions because I think our next fight is the gym leader.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably gonna heal up and buy some stuff for that. I don't want to risk Turkey at all here.
Kind Toast, if you're still there, please weigh in on the whiskey debate. We are currently tied at 1-1.
Wait, Wait, what was the debate? Just yes or no to whiskey, or?
Yeah.
Okay, not a fan. I don't remember your opinion on that, other than just we started talking about pickup artists.
Yeah.
I think
That was my
the
way
debate
to-
was I enjoyed drinking it, and you had to make sure I didn't have a hat. So
Oh, I lose out 2-1 to whiskey.
Alright.
Whiskey sours are great. I'll say that.
yeah, whiskey with stuff. It's universal. All right, what do you have to say? I'm training really hard. All right, what to do? All right, see ya.
Chingling looks like a Pac-Man, a child of Pac-Man that wears raver hats.
Oh yeah, Pac-Man's kids that like snuck out to like a festival.
To the electric daisy chain.
Oh man, Miss Pac-Man is kind of tolerates it, but doesn't tell.
She was a helicopter parent for the first child, but by the time Chingling came along,
Right. You only have so much energy, to police the same things again and again.
I've benefited greatly from being the second from my mom, my mom, but being the first of my dads. Oof, what a combo! I get a lot of benefits and not a lot of detriments.
What's the difference there? Okay, yeah, I'm expecting Chingling to also be holding a... Nope, just normal. Okay, I was gonna be like, does it gonna have like a cigar and a cool pose? Like
No, not a lot of fanfic and fan art for Chingling.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, this town has a huge ass department store, so we're gonna have to like find where to just buy a potion. Welcome to the department store. Yep. Can I just need like one thing. There's like 8 floors. Nightmare Chingling. Let's see. Oh no! Oh, its little ribbon has fingers? Oh, no thank you. Ugh. Look at him. Look at that texture. It's not even like a ribbon. It's just like... It's like body
Flesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. There's like vasculature in there. Oh, look how grainy its tongue is. No. Okay, here's potions. Great. Great. I'm just gonna buy 2 of these, I guess, and that's what I can afford. Uh-oh.
Well, I'm glad you're not a pickup artist, Kind Toast. As long as we've removed that ilk from our chat,
Yeah,
we
I
can
feel
move
like,
forward as a channel.
I feel like we've curated our viewership well to avoid that. I think, the Smash community being what it is, our casual brand of it is definitely a little more savory. What's going on? Why can't I move? There we go. Okay. Alright, do we want to try this fight, or do we want to grind up a little bit? I really have no idea what to expect.
Well, is there any hope? We've already gotten our Pokemon for this area, right?
Yeah, I don't think we can progress. Oops, sorry, smacking my mic there. I don't think we can progress any further without beating the gym leader we already caught. I think it was Glameow, who I think is in our PC right now. We have an extra one in there. Is who we caught by going ahead to the next route up here. So I think we've gone as far as we can. What is this tent? Name Raider. Oh, they can rate our nicknames. I think that's if we want to change our names, but I would never dare to rename Turkey. And then there's this underground tunnel where there were also difficult trainers to fight. It's like just literally a hallway full of people to battle down here. So we could try our luck there, or we could try our luck with our gym leader. I really don't know who's going to be harder at this point because of the randomizer.
You are not your stuff, Dan. You are not your job. You're not your. What else do they say in that fucking movie? I'm sure there's like a poster, a Fight Club poster that's just like everything that Tyler Durden says, just
You
so you
are
don't have to watch the
not
movie again.
your. You're not how much money you have in the bank. You're not the car. So my brother and Lindsay and I, we have an inside joke called fight clubbing someone, which is to pause a movie, like to take a bathroom break in something like 2 minutes before it ends, or like right at the climax of like a movie or a show or whatever. I'm gonna go finish the gym. Fuck it. Because it started. I was back home, and my brother, my dad, and I just put on Fight Club one day, and it was the first time my brother had seen the movie. And I had seen it a couple years before. I don't know. And I assume my dad had. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But watching the movie, and you've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. Chat, I feel like I can spoil it. Like right at the end, like literally 30 seconds before the credits start to roll, when like the buildings are coming down, you know? My dad, like, who had probably taken like 2 naps throughout this movie, he picks up the remote, pauses it, and literally bolts out of the room to pee, like as like the building is like starting to explode, like 3 windows have blown out. And he's like, sorry, need a bathroom break, you know? Like, he goes, and then he takes his time, he, you know, takes his piss, and then he's like filling a bowl with pretzels. He's like getting more snacks for like, again, the 30 seconds of movie that remain, and my brother is sitting there fucking fuming. But like, again, his first time watching it, it's the climax of the movie, and like, I don't know, it was literally like, finally 5 minutes later, we unpause the movie, we watch the rest of it, and like credits are rolling before like my dad had even settled back down. Or like it was so, like the entire remaining runtime was credits.
Yeah.
So now it's like, you know, watching a movie or watching a show, like trying to figure out how much, like, you know, you gotta pee, trying to figure out how much runtime is left to make sure you're not fight clubbing someone and like just ruining the whole thing by like taking a break when like you can probably cross your legs and get 30 more seconds out of it, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't remember a lot about the movie, but I remember that it is now that for me forever.
What I love the implication is that like he can't rewind it. Like if your dad went to the bathroom and then he sees the credits, that he wouldn't be able to like do math.
Oh, he couldn't. Yeah, he couldn't figure. He couldn't do math. Yeah, well, you know, part of it too was like we didn't. I guess he didn't know that it was like that close to the end. I don't know, but like it was clearly. How do I fucking get around here? Hold on. This puzzle is for children. It's just there's a wall in the way. Can I go? Can I go this way? How was I up there? No. All right. Excuse me. I think if I go up here, look, we're gonna get there. Poor turkey waddling around, literally just like a slab of rock, and it's got to keep up with me, like not knowing where I'm going. Here we go. Okay. So in the actual game, not this randomizer, Whitney is like notoriously hard because it's Miltank, literally just a cow. Has a move called Rollout that like you use the same move again and again and again, and it does like twice as much damage each turn. So like Whitney is like a fearsome fight normally, but I have absolutely no idea. It might be like a Pidgey and a Rattata for all we know. So let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. I do like the idea of any mod that makes you respect all potential enemies the same.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, we fought like 2 legendaries in this gym alone. Everyone was into Pokemon, so I got into it too. I don't remember this. You want to battle? Yeah. Alright. Got a gym fight, 3rd gym. Wayne! Whitney, who has become Engineer Wayne. Alright. 2 Pokemon. First one is Smoochum, a baby Pokemon, and I feel okay about that.
Engineer Wayne sounds like somebody that works at a recording studio in like the late 2000s that he refuses to change his name, but one of his clients is also named Wayne, so to distinguish himself, they call him Engineer Wayne.
Instead of being like Wayne L.
Yeah, he's not gonna go by his. No, he's like, my father said never change your name for nobody's son. So,
my father
Mr.
is
Little
Wayne L.
You're Little Wayne. I'm Engineer. Yeah, Wayne the L.
Right. Oh no. Well, we've got Smoochum, who is Ice and Psychic.
Fucked.
So Turkey is pretty good there. Smoochum, so we started in Gen 1 with Jinx, the weirdly, like, booby Pokemon, and they made Smoochum as, like, a littler version of it. It feels bad to say, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to fight it and get it out of here a little bit sooner.
Oh my god.
Okay, so it is faster than us, and does some decent damage, but let's see what we do here.
Smoochum.
Yeah, alright. Great. Good job, Turkey. And we've got Gastrodon. We're gonna switch. Gastrodon is water and ground, just like the I forget who it was, but one of the Pokemon we fought before. So we used BB Wing for that, and it worked out okay. I think that might be a similar move here. Are you Oh no, you're googling Smoochum.
I'm looking through the smooches.
I'd be nervous.
But a lot of the GIFs are just it straight up assaulting people.
Oh, that's alarming. I mean, it assaulted us. I mean, we threw a rock at it, and now it's gone, but... Let's see what BB Wing can do here. I think, you know, the bullshit strategy worked before. Hey, just one left? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's... We only had 2. Just repeating our, Alright, let's see. Smoochum Assault. Let's see this here. Oh no! Oh, yeah, I got some suction there. Ugh, poor Pikachu.
Is there any more, like, lip-based Pokemon besides Jinx and Smoochum?
What's the most lip-based Pokemon?
Because there's the heart one, right? There's, like, a heart that has 2 eyeballs on it or whatever.
Oh, yeah, it's a fish. Pokemon with lips. Well, so Smoochum evolves into Jinx, which has larger lips but looks fairly similar. The second result on Google is a Weepinbell, which
okay.
I guess I can see. I don't really want to.
Whoa.
I don't want to go too far into
Don't do it.
Pokemon with lips searching, but
I guess I was just asking if there was like the Rolling Stones logo, but a Pokemon.
Oh yeah. There's Licky Licky, but that's more tongue.
He is taking the whole cheek.
Yeah, Licky Licky is really just tongues instead of lips.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hold on. What Pokemon has the biggest lips? Oh, here we go. Pokecommunity.com, the Pokemon with the best lips. There is a thread on this. Jinx, Gligar, what? All right, so this was one of the ones mentioned in the on that thread. Gothita. Oh, I don't know.
Or
Gothita. Yeah, nice. I mean, they've got them.
Yeah, you
They're
can't.
There.
You can't take away that they have lips.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, say what you will about Gothita, they've got lips.
They got lips. So watch yourself.
Here's the thread. If I don't want to scroll down too far, but if you're
I will for the tea. I'm curious as fuck.
All right.
Gligar.
Oh, I fucked up that URL. Here we go. Let's see. Oh God, there's some fan art in here.
Uh-oh.
Magmortar. Magmortar. Oh, those are some lips. Oh shit. Okay, look at this one. Yeah, alright. I know I said I wasn't gonna go down this thread, but oh, alright, someone's banned. Magnemite. Alright, people are joking here.
Magmortar.
That one. Medicham.
Alright. He looks more like a duck.
Yeah. Magmortar. Magmortar.
Magamortar.
We know I don't know how to say these. That's gonna be hard to beat. I'm gonna do this fight here. I'm gonna use a.
Yeah, you do the fight. I'm doing the. I'm over here.
Yeah, you report back.
Scrolling through this. Oh no!
All right, BB Wing is paralyzed and took some good damage. We did get 2 sand attacks in. I might switch out to Rob Riggle.
Sure.
Just because the paralysis is going to make it hard to fight, and we might just be like healing, taking the same damage. We do have slow start again. Gotta hope we don't get paralyzed. Okay, that does way less to Mr. Riggle. Alright. I'm gonna confuse it. Yeah, okay, it's missing. There we go. So BB Wing did its job.
Alright, I'm gonna stop scrolling. I feel weird.
Yeah, it doesn't... It's not a good question to investigate.
Yeah.
What is that? Lumberry. Oh, it had a little snack, and now it's not confused anymore, so I'm gonna use that again. Mud Bomb. Okay, so I feel like... God, it's almost level 30. That's like higher than our whole ass team. We gotta figure out how to... I mean, it's a gym leader, so maybe it's like a little stronger because of that, but alarming difference. Had this been like a worse matchup, we could have been in bad shape. Alright. Just gonna keep on dizzy punching. Yeah, it worked out once. I feel like we've had some really horrifying prompts of like what Pokemon is X so far, like most pickup artist, most Engineer Wayne, just come on. Heal him up.
Damn.
Well, Rob Riggle should get it together, I think, on this turn. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So hopefully we do a little bit more at a time. I feel like what Pokemon would you not want to babysit your kids?
We've already discussed Mr. Mine and the court-ordered sanctions to introduce himself to everybody in his neighborhood when he
Right. With
Moves
a
out of the
little,
halfway house.
right, like a little friendly wave, like, hey, just so you know I live here.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
I think.
It was my uncle's computer, that kind of shit. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Okay, I think one more should do
One more
it.
punch. One more punch.
What's the Pokemon Magcargo Pokédex? Yeah, so this one I would not want to babysit my kids because its body is 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Doesn't seem like the most perceptive.
no, it's also a
Pokemon?
snail.
Yeah. Not your standard babysitter.
No,
Known to be slow and
really
so.
bad at sticking frozen pizza in the oven. Although
Yeah,
well,
we could warm it up.
yeah, I mean, and then some, I guess. A little too much. All right, BB Wing leveling up. Rob Riggle too. Hell yeah.
Nice.
All right. All right, so we got 3 badges. We did something after all this. Send some more money to Mom. Let's see what Wayne has to say. Wayne's sad about this. Oh, man. Wow, really, though? All right. Do we just leave?
I guess so.
You're supposed
What
to,
else
like,
would
give
we
us
do?
a badge, right? And, like,
If you say so.
we usually get, like, items for beating gym leaders. We usually get, like... Wow. I'm gonna need you to calm down there. Did they give us? No, they didn't even give us the badge. Look at this. What
This
the
is
hell?
bullshit.
Dude. Huh? Okay. I can leave. Oh, wait. No, what are you doing here? I already fought you.
Uh-oh. Plot twist.
Oh no. She'll stop soon. She always cries when she leaves, so do I have to just hang out? This guy won't let...
Well, being accosted for doing your job.
I mean...
You have to just like keep.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
All right.
Here's the plain
Thank
badge.
you.
Here's your normal
That was so
badge.
unnecessary.
I mean, I would be sad too. She does have to release her whole team and start her Nuzlocke run over again.
Oh. I feel like Nuzlocke is the first time or one of the few instances where it's worse to be the player than the opponents or NPCs.
Right, yeah, they've got it good.
Yeah. Like every time I'm like just beasting through a side scroller, I'm just like, it must suck to live in this city
Right.
where a person who's designated important has infinite opportunities to just beat up you and all your friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I think everybody's fine having their Pokemon still. Like, as many people have we've beaten in this so far.
Yeah.
Like, well, at least I get to use my Pokemon. I mean, that's primarily the benefit of being me versus this human.
Alright, so it gave us double hit. Yeah, and it feels like being someone in any Legend of Zelda game where Link is just gonna march into your house, break all of your shit, take all your money,
Yeah.
and then like march right back out without saying a word.
Mhm.
This feels kind of like the opposite.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing for you to break, and also on the wrong day, you can lose a beloved friend.
Also, I gotta leave my pets behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, my dog is sick. Well,
Uh,
walking away.
Should have thought about that.
Oh, Mom's calling. Let's see. What does Mother have to say? Hello? Hi, Alton. Yeah, found a useful item. Bought it with your money. Sorry.
Man, this is some parent of a kid who acts behavior. I'm sorry, baby Drake. We had to use all your Degrassi money.
You understand.
Yeah.
Alright, they said to
You
pick it up
wouldn't
at
want
the
me to not have this thing that I got from the store.
Alright, is this them? Mom's good at bargain hunting. Are you our sibling? What?
What? Who are you?
Oh, here we go.
Fuck's that? Talk about my mom for?
Yeah. Alright, we got
You
some
said
berries.
mom. Or is it implied that he's just talking about his own mother?
He's probably
Their own
talking about
mother?
his own mother, but like, imagine walking up to like, as an adult, like
Wow, this
talking
is
about your
already
own
dicey.
mother and just saying like, yeah, you know, mom.
Yeah. Oh, I love going to the store with mother. She sniffs out all the best deals.
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely wearing a hat. Hold on, were they? No, not a hat.
No, but they
It's like
are. If you come back later, they will be wearing a wig and holding a knife.
Wearing a wig and haggling with one of the
Yeah, how far?
Yeah.
How far could Norman Bates have gone before somebody had been like, we're just gonna put you in jail."
Like just buying
Just for-
groceries.
Just like at a sewing circle.
Oh, that's her name. All right, yeah, you're right. Mom is her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I
talking
call-
about someone else. They're not even related. They just happen to be named Mom.
Yeah. I'm talking about moms, Mabley.
So thrifty.
Yeah. You think
I
she's
have-
paying full price for those schmucks?
All right, let's see. We've got a casino. We've got a train. We've got a radio tower. That's probably a Team Rocket guy, it looks like. I have no idea what else is in this town or what I should be doing right now. Global terminal, I think that's probably for like online stuff. And then we have that underground path with all the battles. I don't know, we could try to move on, we could do those battles. And I don't really know what else would come next. Okay, that's the path where we came from,
Well,
so
so
that's the whole town. Sorry?
Is any of them bad? Like, could you imagine any of them being like, this is a mistake?
No, I don't know. I mean, unless those fights are like harder than we should be doing, but I have no idea. I can see if we can like progress onward. I think there's like a story thing to be done with that radio tower. My friend is on Route 31. Alright.
Good for him.
Oh, you know what? I think this is blocked by the actual point at which you're supposed to get Sudowoodo. Let me go behind these guys. Yeah, I think I've done all of these fights. I think I did all these before. Pokemon look pretty tough. You could go anywhere. Oop, okay. Even right here. And I don't think we've... Oh my god, that's literally God. Like, in Pokemon, that Pokemon, like, created the universe. What a shame we already caught a
Lord.
Pokemon on this route. Turkey, you're gonna kill God.
Puny God.
Yeah, literally. Let's low kick it. Let's sweep its leg.
I do like how existential all anime can become if you just let it run out long enough.
Right.
I was watching Naruto Shippuden. Critical. That's awesome.
God
And-
used cosmic power, but our rock tree just kind of tripped it, and that was enough.
That was enough. And at a point that I was just like, all right, I get it. We're getting this sense of like why magic exists in this universe. But I literally was just like, I can't watch Boruto after this. Like now that I know that there's aliens and magic, like what the fuck do I care about like little kid shit anymore? You've expanded the lore of this show to the point that it's broken
Mm-hmm.
any potential for like growth.
Right, right. It's like you've jumped the shark so high that you can't possibly soar any higher.
Yeah, you jumped the shark, and also like you've gene spliced it with a robot, and now the robot is threatening existence. Like I don't know how much further I can even watch this
Right.
nominal thing that I'm watching, let alone like future spinoffs.
Right, right. It's kind of like how I mean, I'm way behind on like MCU stuff. Not because I don't plan on watching it, but because it like sometimes feels like homework.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of feel that way. It's like, okay, we beat Thanos and his like 10 armies of aliens and his magical ability to like just genocide the whole universe. All right, next movie. There's a guy who can do holograms. It's like such like, okay, we already got like as intense as this is ever gonna get, and I'm along for the ride because I feel like I don't have a choice. But like, I don't know what's higher than that, you know?
Dan, I think you're underselling the power of misinformation.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Thanos couldn't lie, but if he could, he'd be even more powerful.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. The Breitbart villain hit a little too close to home as a journalist. So.
Kind Toast does have a point that God was just kind of chilling.
Yeah. You know, and they've earned it. They can hang out. I don't know if I've fought this guy. I haven't. Here we go. I'll go anywhere. Bug Pokemon appear there. Sick, dude.
Wow.
You know what? I feel like we should all strive for such simplicity. Alright,
Yeah.
Cool Trainer Sonia sent out another legendary. I'm gonna have my last sip here.
Before you have to get a little refresher.
Yeah. It is a legendary that's 4 times weak to rocks, so... Alright, use the Scary Face. That makes us slower. That's fine. Again, as long as it's not doing damage, okay, it is now, but, Turkey's ability, that sturdy ability, oh shit, okay, that was a crit, so that did a little more than normal. Oh, it's so close. But I feel like we should probably switch out just to play it safe.
Yeah, spread it out.
I gotta figure out how to get Worth It. Maybe we put Worth It up front, level it up a little bit.
Sounds good.
Foe's weak, get him, Rob Riggle. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Another Scary Face. Just generally being rude. Alright, did they have more? No, that was it. Okay, great. So you can battle that way. Great, yep.
Bug off.
Alright, let's give this guy our number. I want to hear everywhere he goes because of bug Pokemon. There was someone who was calling us oh shit, alright, who wanted us to meet up with them like a while back. I don't remember where that was. Wild Slowking appeared.
Wow. Now that's a hat I can get behind, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to switch out our order here. So Water and Psychic. Let's see what Kenya can do, because I don't think we've used it yet. Just holding on to its letter. Without avoiding Zubats. The concept of adventure being fun. I don't remember what Imprison does, so I'm gonna do the one that I know does damage. Not a lot. Alright. That's alright. Slowking's just taking a break. Yawn does put the enemy to sleep after a few turns, so...
Puts you to sleep?
Yeah, so when you use Yawn, it makes the opponent drowsy, and then if they stay out a turn after that, it makes them fall asleep. So if we wanted to avoid that, we could have switched out, but I don't think we're in much peril here.
I understand that most things are innocuous, but anything, any world, any fiction, I mean, like, I guess mind control is worse, but anything that makes you sleepy, it's just, you know, I've lived in the world too much for that to be cute.
Alright, fair, fair.
Like any like RPG where it's just like, all right, now you can just wail on somebody because they're sleeping. It's just like, no, this isn't good.
Don't know if this feels appropriate. Thankfully, it's just kind of squirting us a little.
Squirt, squirt.
Okay. All right. So if we take it out this turn, that won't affect us anymore because the fight will be over, so we'll be fine. It doesn't like persist. I really don't know where we're heading right now, so
You gotta be in the moment, man.
yeah, I'm gonna put. How do I get to the menu? There we go. Let me get worth it. Worth it. I don't remember why we named it that.
It sounds like a Brody Stevenism. Just like I drove from Glendale to West Hollywood. Worth it.
I think what it might have been, I think we might have caught that Glamio that I mentioned that we caught on this route, and then lost it catching this one.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't checked like the PC to see if we actually still have that Pokemon or not. All right, so we can just kind of. I'm gonna see if I can poison it. The wild Pokemon are actually like a decent level to train against here, so hopefully it levels up quickly without us losing it. Ariama's getting pumped. It's poisoned. It's just having a journey here. That's fine. I don't know what was happening there. It looked like the leaves were just gonna kind of like fall back down. Arm thrust. Okay. No, it's still going. All right. Still going. Still, Jesus Christ. All right. Not very effective, but it like just standing there while it slapped us. All right, poison got it.
What is worth it supposed to be?
It's a flower.
Okay.
With flower hands.
All right.
See there? And it's holding a sharp beak for some reason. Oh, it's very finicky. What does its sharp beak do? I feel like maybe BB Wing should have that. Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know. I mean, that sounds like something you should give to a bird, right? Just thinking out loud here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we have that fossil. What does the big root do? Ooh, boosts. Oh, I'm gonna give that to Worth It because it has Mega Drain. So it'll heal a little bit more. Great.
Okay.
And then Sharp Beak, so it's literally it boosts flying type. Okay, so I'm gonna give our flying type Pokemon just another beak to hold on to, and that'll make it better. Quick Claw. I don't know. That's good enough. Let's see what's down here.
Oh no.
Look, you can't argue with the logic.
You know, no arguments for me. Too tired. Too tired of looking at this little bundle of garlic over here.
Just like an elderly dandelion.
Just a haunted bale of cotton.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, definitely. That's the one. There we go. I hope we're going in like the right direction. I genuinely am.
If there is such a thing. If such a thing exists. Let it be in our favor.
Yeah. I need to pull like Jesse and just every stream title like beg for backseaters to tell me what the hell I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Okay, we get a little present. Oh, we got an earth plate.
What's that?
So the plates, and it looked like we already had one too. So Arceus, the god that we found and dethroned a little bit ago. What is down here? It starts as normal type, but you can give it an item. There's like one of each Pokemon type. So Earth Plate would be ground type, and it turns it into that type.
Okay.
So we have genuinely no use for it without that Pokemon. So, and you know, I didn't actually play the games that that Pokemon's from. I think it's Gen 4. So I assume it's like more important to the story to like get all of those items than like randomly finding them in like a bundle of grass. So there's that randomizer really playing in our favor there.
The games are really abstract and interpretable if you play them this way.
It's like we beat up God and then we found a piece of God in the road. I'm guessing this is someone we can fight. Let me heal up our guys. Just Kenya and Turkey here. Nope, that's the wrong one. Probably use some more potions. I guess I can't really afford them. Alright. Let's see what we got. What kinds of Pokeballs do you use? I don't want to talk shop.
It literally sounds like the beginning of a of a pitch. Somebody we got some fucking off-brand master balls they're trying to offload.
So these Pokeballs may not look like much on their own, but if you join my team, then you have to recruit a team under you, and you can sell all of your Pokeballs. And that's when you really start to make money.
Oh, I guess management isn't for everyone. Well, give me back my Pokeballs.
Rise and grind.
the Sundays not actually being optional wasn't a sustainable model for you to be a part of our team.
You wanted to stop at 5? There's like poke A balls to sell.
Oh no.
What was, when you were growing up, was there like a local scam? Like, was there like a multi-level marketing scheme that like held sway in your town?
There was Amway. Which sold a plethora of products, but I remember it mostly from my those addicting diet cookies they had, that were just pure sugar and completely unnecessary for a 10-year-old to be eating.
And it was a diet cookie?
Yeah, it was like...
What's like the pitch on like a diet cookie?
You know, it has your necessary fiber.
Okay.
Allows you to, get throughout the day without investing too much time in preparing meals.
So it was like
and then
a Cliff Bar?
Yeah, it was a Cliff Bar for sure.
Okay.
It was heavy in the Cliff Bar continuum.
Okay.
But it didn't have the Cliff Bar money for the advertising, so they put their product in the hands of the Amway people, which included my mother.
Oh no.
What about you? Any scams and schemes that creep into your dreams?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, does that mean you just had like boxes of this stuff, or like how does that work?
Oh yeah, I was killing my mom's product margins. She was like, "Why do I have to keep buying? I have to find a new place to store this stuff. 'Cause this one will keep eating the product before I have a chance to sell it."
I guess I gotta keep hustling.
Yeah.
We had Vector, which tried to recruit like every student at my high school to work for them.
Okay.
And it was literally like door-to-door knife sales. It was such a scam. It was like so many students would get literally letters in the mail from Vector that was like a job offer. I wish Jack was here. He would back me up on this.
Oh no.
And it was... it was like classic MLM scheme, but it was like, again, recruiting children so that it would be like, wow, I can make so much money. This letter says so,
Yeah.
And it was literally, if you worked for Vector, I forget what brand it was. I think it was like Cutco knives, like an actual brand, but this was like the company that went out and sold them. And all right, good job, worth it. The way it worked is like the student or the person working, it was all kids, had to find a customer, convince them to make an appointment with them, to go into their home and show how like sharp these knives are. Like part of it was like, do you have a penny? These scissors can cut a penny.
Fuck.
But like you had to like have the knives and you had to bring them to the customer's house in hopes that you could then sell them.
Okay.
And like and it was one of those things where like so many people were getting these letters like, come work for Vector, we think you're a great kid, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
All right, Todd's talking about his bees and how it can beat up a skunk. That's fine.
And very true.
Probably. All right, let's see. Is this another god piece? So this is a dead end. Shit. Seed flare. Cool. Yeah, so many people were getting the letters, and like people wouldn't know what it was. That like the rumor spread in school that it was like, yeah, watch out for Vector. It's like it's sex trafficking. Don't don't accept their offer or you'll get trafficked. Like, it's not good, but it's obviously not that.
Yeah.
But it was like, it was so well known that it's like, I got another vector letter, you know. And then there were worked for them.
You're getting trafficked, and I'm sure there's some weird pervert rule. What was it, Rule 39 or whatever? It's just like, oh, I love the idea of young teens and young adults going door to door, wasting their time.
I gotta know if their scissors can cut a penny. Ugh.
Oh god! Oh, it can. Oh, it can.
Wow! I'll buy 3.
It's the least I could do.
What the fuck brought any of that up? I don't remember. I just want to get out of here. No! Alright. Alright, so yeah, there's the Glamia we caught before. Glitching out of existence there. I don't mind that Worth It gets to level up a little bit. I just wish I knew what I was supposed to be doing.
I don't know.
Nothing.
Cute cat. Probably did. Nope. Oof.
No, we poisoned it.
Maybe you wanna fucking heal that guy.
Yeah, that's probably the move.
Whoa! Holy shit!
Maybe next time.
I forgive me for losing faith.
No faith in Worth It. Although I wish we could go like 2 steps without what's gonna be. Hey, God's back.
Hello, God. Nice to see you.
Let's
How are the kids?
I'll heal up before I fight. Or I'll just
God.
I'll let someone else fight God.
Yeah.
We haven't brought 50 Cent out. Let's let 50 Cent put the big kill here.
Fitty, you earned it.
Take a load off. Kill God. Whatever. Been working so hard.
Fitty, we appreciate you, and that's why we're giving you the opportunity to build a team. I love that aspect of Fitty. Multi-level marketing thing, direct marketing is just like, you seem like someone who could really put a crew together. You know, have you ever seen Ocean's 11?
Yeah, right.
You're getting me some
For the
real
big
damn
job,
Ocean
you know?
vibe. Yeah.
Alright, I really gotta get out of this, like, stretch. Maybe it's because I'm on my bike. I'm getting more of them. Can I go up and around this way? No, okay. I think it was like if I'm running or riding a bike, there are more encounters, so let me just kind of stroll out of here.
Oh yeah. Have you ever ridden a bike anywhere? There's always somebody trying to fuck with you.
So true.
Always someone trying to knock you off.
Just can't avoid it anywhere you go. Alright, there we go. And up here, Route 36. Okay, so this is a new area.
Yeah,
Right.
first.
Get a new...
Let the first one be your god.
Right. I'm gonna, before we do that trainer fight, because it looks like that's the first thing. No, okay, we can catch someone right up here. I'm still gonna heal up. Oh, I don't have a paralyze heal, unless one of the berries I have does it. No. Alright. Well, we can't heal up Worth It too much, so I'm just gonna put someone else in for a little bit.
Do it.
I'm gonna put in Kenya because they're the lowest level we have other than Worth It, so they might like be less likely to take out this wild Pokemon that we encounter. All right, and it's gonna be.
Come on, big money, big money, big money, big money, big money. Fuck.
It's a seagull.
Uh,
All right, that's fine.
it's the opposite of big money.
It's not a huge amount of money. All right. What does imprison do? It failed. All right. Not much. I guess we just gotta see if we can hit it without taking it out.
I mean, there's a drink on the line.
There's a drink on the line. I think it's 3 drinks technically. I would have to. Fuck. All right. Well, there goes Route 36.
Okay. Cheers to that. Wow. What a concept. What a concept.
Well, latest addition to the notes. There goes all of Route 36. Let's see how much time are we going to spend here not being able to catch anything? Oh, not that much. Okay. Well. Shit. Yeah, I know. This guy who saw the whole thing, to make sure there were no witnesses. We got Ace Trainer Joe and his Shroomish, who should be able to be, should be able to handle that. Ironically, Worth It would be a great matchup for this. But I think, pain in the ass. So Leech Seed, it steals health every at the end of every turn. So we're gonna lose some, they're gonna gain some. We'll do one more and then probably switch out. Yeah, let's get Kenya out of here. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Alright. Let's get 50 Cent back out. Should be able to take care of that. Oh man, what a bummer.
Well, did you even want? I mean, that's part of the thing. Is like, did you even want that guy?
I mean, I wouldn't have turned it down. It's not as exciting as literally God, but you know, knowing how my luck's been in the past, it's a member of the team. Oh shit. Okay, we're poisoned, so I gotta deal with that. I think we have an antidote. Because if we just walk around. Okay.
Would you? I don't want to cast your family's assets or their class as anything that I can't speak on, but please, I must know, would you get a job as a Pokemon trainer to support your family?
To support my family, like would I do this and like send money back to mom with all the battles?
Yeah.
I guess I hope I wouldn't do it at like 10 years old, as everyone canonically does, but I don't know. If I lived in that world, I probably on the flower shop's Floria. Listen. When I sprinkled water on that wiggly tree, it jumped right up. It just has to be a Pokemon. Bet it would be shocked out of disguising itself. Look at him dancing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if my family needed the support and the way that I could help with that, I'm gonna go back and heal up before I continue to explore. was to like, well, I guess our adventures involved a lot of losses and literally fighting God multiple times, so maybe not, but I would like to think so. In a fantasy world that's made for adventure a lot more than ours is, yeah, why not? Let me get out of here though. Slowly trundle away. Hell yeah. Alright. Just want to heal our squad before I get too far away from a town. I should buy potions. I don't know, I guess in the show, like, Ash gets, like, fucked by lightning, like, in the very first episode. like civilization ending lightning bolt comes down and gets him, and, like, birds are fighting him, and, like, all this stuff, so maybe it's not that great. Like, maybe it's a cautionary tale, but I don't know.
It's literally, I mean, with very few steps outside of it, maybe the multi-levelness of it all is if you become a gym leader, but there's just some real strong direct marketing vibes to being a Pokemon trainer that, you know, you're basically a traveling salesman of violence.
Yeah.
Some type of pain merchant.
Yeah, once you get to start your own gym, you'll have some trainers who work under you.
Or you're a champion of a criminal enterprise, but not the top. We have a very strong structure here at Team Rocket.
Right.
What's the goal? Well, we're cutting off these tails.
Yeah, you know those like giant psychic salamanders? Yeah, we fucking hate them. Just kind of loading up while I'm here, while I happen to have some money. Is that Sandy's got a lot to say.
Let me be the Sandy whisperer. What does Sandy want? What is Sandy reacting to?
I like the idea that you can tell.
I think somebody walked by the back door.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I think that's it. All right. Yeah, that was definitely it.
Just someone exists out there.
We have just enough, visibility if you look outside our backyard to see someone who may have walked past the back gate. Just enough visibility to see movement.
Okay.
And with her little doggy brain, she probably is upset and confused that an intruder is no longer visible. So with that, I understand,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like ghosts for the same reason.
No, yeah. Is it like they must be sneaking elsewhere, probably, right?
Yeah, they obviously, with my advanced human brain in the same situation. I'm thinking grappling hooks. I'm thinking
right.
pliers. I'm thinking little pocket knives to open up screen doors. I'm thinking, I have the same, similar, if not more unruly paranoia about my house, as you may experience if you become a homeowner. Your house becomes a a gilded cage in a way, and you are constantly figuring out new ways internally for people to break in and potentially remove property or even remove your life. So I understand where Sandy's coming from as a mere warden of the state and not even a principal owner
of the cage.
Yeah. Is this what's your top 5 bicycles in a video game?
My top 5. Okay, bicycles in a video game. Do they have to be bikes or can they be mounts?
It has to be bicycle, 2 pedals.
All right. Oh man. I'm trying to think of how many I can name.
Same goes to the chat as well. I do not want to exclude anybody in this little bit of nerdery.
I'm trying to think. What other games? Is there a bike in Grand Theft Auto? Like, can you just like literally ride a bike?
Yes, in San Andreas there is a bike.
There is. Okay. Is it just like a worse motorcycle?
Yeah, it's a motorcycle where you have to tap.
Oh, great. Cool. So, I mean, I was gonna say maybe that seems like it would be like goofy to like roll up to a mission on like a little like Huffy. But if it's like a nuisance to use, maybe not.
Yeah.
Right, hold on, I gotta look up some video games with bikes in them. These are racing games. In June of last year, Rock Paper Shotgun wrote an article. More bikes, please. Video games.
Who was the byline?
Oh man, this is not free. Turn off your ad blocker. Alice O'Connor, associate editor.
Nice.
Are there any cycling video games? Pro Cycling Manager. No. I'm gonna specify bicycles.
They did it. They found it. They found the one thing that I would never play. Sometimes I look at old video games that I got from my days of testing that PlayStation that I'm just like, if I was on a desert island, I'd play this weird vampire PS1 game.
Right. If I had like 2 weeks in a vacuum, I would like love to re-explore all the old games that I overlooked.
Yeah, but not Pro Cycling, man.
No.
I like a manager game sometimes, if it's a subject that I appreciate or
Sure.
it would help me understand it. But Jesus Christ, that's how far they went with the manager style game.
I mean, you gotta
Pro
make
Cycling.
all of them.
Yeah.
If you don't, someone else will. Really, the only one I can think of that's not like a racing game, and I don't even know, is Happy Wheels. Did you play that one?
I gotta look this up.
Happy Wheels was like a Flash game that exploded in popularity in like 2011.
Okay.
And it was like user-generated levels, or there were a couple that it came with, and the whole idea is like really like comically bloody obstacle courses where you can be a guy on a bike, you can be on a guy on a bike with like a kid in like the kid seat behind you,
Okay.
like a dude in a wheelchair, and you're just going through these like it was like a physics game,
Yeah.
where you've got to like reach the end of whatever course or something, and people would put all these like obscene obstacles in and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, what's this?
This is the logo for it.
Yep.
Just a little dribble of the gameplay. This seems normal. So I'll say it's norm.
Seems normal.
Oof. I guess not. I guess the way that. How did you hear about this game? Why did it appeal to you?
Alright, hold on, that URL got...
The URL is fuck. Don't even worry about the URL.
Okay, great. Um, in that era, it was very absurd because it was one of those things that presents itself as oh, fun racing, ride a bike around, and then it's but actually, um, it was in the era of the edgy flash game almost. Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, and it would be okay, you're riding a bike with your kid, and there's spikes everywhere, and you gotta jump over them and all that, and if you hit a spike, your arm might fall off, and you'd blood coming out, and but you could still just do the course, but you'd be flopping around because obviously you're not holding on with your arms anymore. So it was very comical in that way. To play on a computer at school and show everyone oh my god, do you know about Happy Wheels? Check this out, and you're bleeding everywhere doing these courses. It was zero skill or time to pick up. You click on the site and you're playing a level, so it was a good 5-minute game.
I mean, it doesn't sound. I don't want to cast any aspersions. It sounds like a long-haired Dan game.
Well, if you go back to that year,
yeah,
you're not far off.
Yeah.
Oh, Tangrowth here. I wouldn't want to babysit my kids. Not at all.
Let me see. Yeah, you're gonna lose that kid.
Yeah, somewhere in there,
Though, I would say the appendages seem like they could dial a phone.
Oh, in case of an emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's just when you're dealing with a tentacle monster with feet and eyes, do you think it would?
Can you trust it? No, not really. Not really. But I wouldn't say it's bottom tier at the middle of the pack.
No.
There's a lot more, clothed hooves.
Right.
On some Pokemon out there that they might get your child to the hospital, but then that requires a level of connection to even get them on the thing.
Right. No, you're right. It's definitely not the bottom, but if I was auditioning everyone out there, I don't think they'd make the final cut.
No.
Alright, we've got Cloyster. Send out Robriggle.
So, I'm gonna say, Bully has a good bike mechanic, which makes most sense because you are a child.
Okay.
There's not the element of it that's hey, I'm a grown man performing drive-by. It's no, I'm a 14-year-old just trying to get through this big-ass city.
Okay.
Paperboy. Probably.
Yeah. That's the classic one, right?
Oh my god, yeah. Such a classic. A classic for bike representation, a classic for how bicycles should feel in video games, which is kind of hard, but you're not being able to sometimes in the Pokemon bicycle it's you would fall off if you change direction so much, but
right, you're smacking into walls too. Yeah.
Not the perfect amount of angst with Paperboy.
Difficult but learnable, a fair but difficult mechanic. Yeah, okay.
And then one of my favorites, the Matt Hoffman Pro BMX series.
Oh, okay.
Which was once they hit pay dirt gold with the Tony Hawk series, they just did it for multiple sports, including what was his name? Something Kelly's Surf.
They made a scooter one, I think.
Ooh,
Yeah,
a chill just went down my
PS2
spine
World
thinking
Tour.
about it.
No, that's a different one, but I think they had like the X Games like Razor scooter game too.
Oh my god.
I think that came after the BMX one. That was like their third try, you know.
Yeah. Well, then there's BMXXX, which is like a super mature version of Matt Hoffman's bicycle bullshit. The whole premise was, I bet you won't. I bet you're not shamelessly horny enough to get this dumb.
To ride this bike.
Yeah. It's like there's naked ladies in here. That was the whole premise of the game.
Sick though. Gotta get that one. PS2 naked ladies. I assume it's PS2 era. Maybe I'm wrong, but
PS2, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, and the original Xbox.
Sick. Game Boy Advance pixelization. That's how you know it's good.
Technically a part of the Dave Mirra freestyle. There was 2 competing BMX franchises.
Yeah, it got
one by Activision, one by Acclaimed. Oh god. This is nuts. I just can't believe this just popped into my head due to this conversation about Pokemon, but it says the game allows the player to create female characters that are fully topless and view live action clips of real life exotic dancers. That's my editorial on it, with bare breasts.
Just one. Just bare breast.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Alright. Are we in another town here?
That's nuts. In North America, while the game is available uncensored on GameCube and Xbox, all naked breasts were covered in PlayStation 2. And why?
Wow.
Why was it allowed on GameCube and Xbox?
No.
Why?
No rules there. Oh, sorry. No
Take a
rules
drink.
there. Shit.
You take a drink. Wow.
Alright, wait. National Park. We've already caught a Pokemon from here. How were we here before? Let me take a... Okay. So we were here... And I guess we just found the other corner of how to... show up? Hold on. Nope. I didn't mean to go in there. Did we find another dead end? Also, yeah, good question from the chat. Which single breast was visible on the Game Boy Advance and Xbox versions of this game?
Let me look. Oh no, I don't like how I've
this
become.
must be where we were before.
What does it look like on GameCube?
Checking.
All right, no, Game Boy. Please don't force me to.
So, is there anywhere to go here? No ball playing allowed other than Pokeballs. That's how they get you. Is this a trainer or is this just a person? Nope.
I guess Wikipedia is wrong. I can't find a version of. Oh, there's game ROMs of it.
Okay.
That can't be right.
Good. Want to stream it? Titty game Thursday? Maybe not.
Well, it looks like it's isometric.
Okay.
So there is an element of it that's like you're seeing both.
Okay.
But it looks like it's going to be a left. Well, it switches. You can see both, but not at the same time.
It's like, which way are they facing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're either left or right.
You get the profile.
not full frontal with
Yeah,
the
they
nudity.
didn't have that until the Xbox 360.
Yeah, only like later editions of the Unreal Engine could fully render out. Just a developer trying to free the nipple. You know, why are we so? Why do I? Why, you know, we got these anime sword boys with their shirts open, like a Backstreet Boys music video, and yet the
Smash
tyranny
has,
of
Sephiroth's pelvic V in there. So.
Oh my God, we have gutters, liquid gutters on on a fighting game. It has nothing to do with that.
Alright, so I think I've walked us into a dead end here, but it looks like there's some trainers in here, so I might do some of the battles.
Yeah.
Oops. Did not mean to hit that one. Wanted to heal up our beloved turkey so that they're ready for battle. And yeah, I don't know. Let's do some of these. I do have like half an hour left, if that works for you.
Yeah, I just need to get a glass of water. I'm getting quite parched.
Oh yeah.
I got so thirsty from the BMX XXX.
This was a heated discussion about video game bikes and nothing else. So
Yeah,
I understand.
So I'll be right back.
All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna do. Oh, I can't ride a bike in the grass. All right. I'm gonna head in here, and we're gonna fight. We're gonna stare at this person. Oh, a battle? All right. And I'm hoping that because we did technically find this area like 3 towns ago, that they'll be a little lower level. Nope. Alright, Shiftry, terrible matchup for Mesprit. I'm gonna stop talking about video game titties, and I'm gonna talk about the video game we're playing here. Hope that's alright. It just seems, feels better, you know? Of all the things I can focus on. That is okay? Alright, thanks. I'm glad we clarified which one, though. Alright. It's using another nasty plot, that's fine. We'll take it out this turn. I feel like there are like a couple types of Pokemon that we just don't have any answer for. Marowak. I am going to switch, and I'm gonna give Worth It a chance to fight. And I realize that's my fault because I was about to say like we don't have any electric types when we like lost 3. But, oh, that's a high-level Marowak. Uh-oh. Worth It. Better. Hang on. That's energy drain. What's it using? Leer. Okay, great. Great, great, great. None of these Pokemon actually want to fight us. Love that. Magical Leaf should do it, because it's a stronger move than Mega Drain. By quite a bit. There we go. And that should be, like, fuckload of experience. Yeah, there we go. We, oh no, Fisher Pansy wants to know if we think they're cool.
No.
No? Okay, great.
Absolutely not.
You know what? I'm not. I'll get their number. I'm not in a position to be saying no.
Oh, God.
You can call me anytime. I won't, Fisher Pansy. You missed... Oh, Mom's calling. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
She's great at finding a deal.
Yeah.
Alright, bought more shit. Thanks.
A regular Franklin Delano Roosevelt with her ability to find a new deal. Took a long time. That premise.
It was good.
The premise was not worth the punch.
No, it was, you know. We've got an exclamation. I don't know if that's cheering or just general excitement about Fisher Pansy. Kenya Blaze it, 420 experience. I'm just gonna try to find the other trainers who are hiding out in here. Just kind of skip this Leafeon. So close. Takes so long to like get into and then just end a fight. I want to save it for the trainers. Oh no!
Dog.
Oh
God.
Ugh.
No respect for themselves in this.
Is that it? Schoolboy Donna, and is that his kid on his back? Oh man. Have some respect in front of your child.
Hey, you know, we might poke and jest, but if you are, you know, evolved enough as a person, as a man, to express what might be a problematic sub-dom relationship with a Pokemon, I think they need to see that vulnerability. I think they need to know that their fathers aren't replacements for God, and that you might find God on the side of the road just chilling.
Finally, we have problematic sub-dom representation in video games.
Potentially.
Potentially. Unconfirmed, but suspected. It's 2022. It's about time.
Yeah.
Leave that one be. Yeah, Schoolboy Donna. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, is there anyone else over there? Alright, no, someone down here though. The world is deep. Oh, you. Alright. Ace Trainer Cammy. Dropping a Poliwhirl. Kenya also good against that one, so I'm gonna just go for it for now. A lot of confusion on our team. Just really leaning into the... Oh, nope, we're getting slapped around. Alright. Seems fine. Alright, we got another Smoochum. Hell yeah. Let's get Turkey back out for that. Turkey the Smoochum Slayer. There it is.
So is that to imply Jinx's primary, like, the base interaction with the world is kissing?
I guess.
Or was that just purely, like, anime fodder?
There are moves. Like, Jinx can learn a move called Sweet Kiss. That puts the enemy Pokemon to sleep, which is alarming. I think it was also originally one of the Pokemon that could learn Sing.
Okay.
So mouth related. Or maybe it's Lovely Kiss. Hold on. Pokemon move Kiss. Yeah, there's Sweet Kiss and Lovely Kiss. Alright, so Sweet Kiss. Confuses the opponent. Lovely Kiss puts them to sleep. There is Draining Kiss, which is like a life-stealing move. I don't know that Jinx learns that one. Maybe. But yeah, I think they kind of leaned into that theme there. And we all wish they hadn't. But I think it's you know, it's part of the game. Alright. Are you a trainer? Can I fight you? Only one Pokemon can stroll with you. Alright. Everyone's talking about Pokewalker in this area, and I think that's like a separate product that you could buy in the real world. It would like clip on your belt, and it was almost like a Fitbit, like a step counter, and like your Pokemon would like level up and gain experience and shit as you're walking around. And it's amazing to me how many like NPCs in the game are like telling you to buy a real world thing at this point. Like it's very reminiscent of like Transformers being created to sell action figures.
Yeah, man. Welcome to capitalism. What are you talking about here?
Thanks. Love to be here. Thanks for the invite. All right, Schoolboy Sanya. That's your Sandshrew.
I don't know if it's late capitalism or early capitalism to getting children the idea, the peripherals.
I think it's just in there. I don't know that it's any particular era. I mean, we're, I hope, in late, but I can beat you in pride. Thanks. Pokemon is so cute. You love... Everyone wants to chat with me here. Yeah, sure. I want a Marill. Alright. Oh, wow. Just beat up their pet and they're like, yeah, I really wish I had a different one. Not gonna lie. Alright, and is that everyone?
It's like somebody at a Don Rickles concert show or whatever being like, yeah, my wife is ugly. Hey, bro. Don Rickles stops the whole show.
Do you want to talk?
You want to get her out? Hey, lady, do you want to get out of here?
Alright, I think that's everyone in here. So, I feel like there's got to be something to do in that town because what we need is we need the watering can that'll let us get past this Sudowoodo over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess because we've gone everywhere we can go, and they were both dead ends, so there's got to be something in that city I think I'm gonna leave that for next time, maybe, just before we get into like, because I think it's gonna be like a whole story thing. So maybe we make that next stream. So I'm gonna get back to town and maybe call it there.
Cool.
And I'm gonna get stuck fighting.
Well, I saw you cut down that tree, but you couldn't cut down the other one?
Yeah, well, that one's made of rocks.
Oh.
In the original like non-randomized game, we wouldn't have caught our turkey, our pseudo-udo already. And the whole premise is that there's one like pretending to be a tree, like blocking the road. And you need an item to get past it. Did I go up this way? Okay, well maybe I can go there. All right, great. So here's where we'll the Pokeathlon Dome. What the fuck? What?
Weird.
Oh, this is just... Okay, this is the other door into the park we were just in. Okay, so this is somewhere... This is someplace we've already been. I don't know what the Pokeathlon Dome is. Been waiting for this moment. What? No, let me talk to you. What? Running? Am I racing? Alright, this is new. Oh, shit!
Oh, shit.
Alright.
No!
We found a guy.
Oh, God.
Alright, let's see if there's... This is technically a new area.
Yeah.
Feel it. He's feeling us. He's feeling the twinkle of friendship with us. Here we go. I'm ready. Alright,
So
well...
confused.
Hands up and we're moving in.
But he started the conversation with a moo-ha-ha. Did I not see
No,
that
he
correctly?
did.
Okay.
What do you think?
Wow.
Okay. I didn't know this existed.
I don't like anyone that like says the word friendship that much.
Right. As in, like, I'm impressed by your friendship, like...
Or like, oh, where can I find some friends? Like, if you hear that outside,
Right,
and it's
like, friend-making as an activity in its
Yeah.
own right.
not all friendships are. It implies a virtue or a general quality.
There's more to Pokemon than battling.
Very true.
Alright, so people are just kind of wandering.
Yeah.
No Pokemon can beat it at running. Pokemon's running away without him there. I think I desynced them. Man, what the hell is this? Okay.
I love how completely like. Hey, it's our guy,
Yeah, it's
Psyduck.
Psyduck Friday. Quack!
Happy Friday.
Happy
Happy
Friday.
Saturday Friday.
We got Farfetch'd. We got all the ducks and Slowpoke.
I love how this is just like breaking my brain that there would be anything in a Pokemon game featuring Pokemon that wasn't actively making them fight each other.
Right, where we can just have like multiple ducks just kind of running laps here.
Yeah.
Alright, what do you got? Energy drinks. I don't know about Juice. Oh, thank you.
Is it apricot or is it apple juice?
I think it's apricot. Or apricorn. It's so easy to make. Put stuff in a blender.
Yeah.
And you walk.
This is why I don't like going to events that have Vendors. If I want that experience, I'll go to Costco.
Understood. I'm gonna get out of this conversation. Alright, I will pick one from the shelf. Oh no, I gotta buy them. Victor's Speed Juice. No, thank you.
She is selling PEDs.
Yeah. Gilmore's blood doping. I never want to purchase something called Skill Juice, especially named after like someone's first name.
Yeah, Holden's blood cycling.
yeah. Ugh.
Are there any? And I don't want to like be like, oh, he's the fencing guy. He knows all the answers. Is there any like scandals with PEDs in that reached like give it like a
fencer has bothered with is what you're getting at?
I mean, more in like I'm not gonna say it's like a Barry Bonds go to the Supreme Court level, but
right.
Let's give it like a Jason Giambi or a Mark McGuire. We probably should have seen it. Like artificial dominance levels of PEDs.
No, not that I know of. I mean, we have there's anti-doping tests and stuff at higher level tournaments and stuff like that. Like the Olympics are the Olympics, but I think when Russia got caught doing all of its shit, I don't think that the fencers obviously got caught up in it because it was all the Russian athletes, but I don't think it was fencers who were doing it. I don't think. The ways to cheat in fencing are usually with the gear, because the weapons have electrical wiring in them, and the scoring machines rely on pressing in a button that closes a circuit and stuff like that. So the big scandal for us was I forget what country, and I don't want to say the wrong one on the internet. But there was a guy who, inside of, the bell guard that covers your hand, literally put just, a button.
Okay.
That he could press with his thumb, so that when he attacked and, got anywhere near hitting his opponent, he could just push the button and, the, I scored a point light would turn on.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So now, before every bout in a tournament, you the referee has to check all the wiring and make sure there's no hidden switches and stuff like that. You're not allowed to have tape covering the wire or anything in case you interfered with it. So
he had the game genie.
What?
He had the game genie.
Yeah. Yeah, he entered a cheat code in there. It's a little plug-in that goes on top of your cartridge. But no, it's more stuff like that than mainlining testosterone. All right, this looks like it's gonna be a whole thing. So
yeah, you better quit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here, and we're gonna figure out what's going on here, and maybe blood dope our maybe I don't know. Who wouldn't raise suspicion? Maybe BB Wing.
Sure.
Get some gnarly bicep wings on BB Wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I'm gonna call it save state as after day 8, time for sports. Just remember that. All right. Thanks everyone for hanging out as we figure out what this is. Yeah, plug yourself. Thank you for co-hosting with me again. Always thrilled when you do. I guess, what else do we have? Do we have D&D this week in terms of other streams coming up?
I don't think D&D is this week.
Okay.
But Smash Tuesdays, every Tuesday.
With you, 8 p.m. Pacific.
Online arena, and for sure, or this is what they tell me, 1-Up quizzes will be back next Wednesday.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, awesome.
So
Cool.
we have that to look forward to.
Cool. You got our Discord in there. You got everything else. Yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm hoping to keep doing this weekly again now that I have the endless string of things keeping me from doing it is over. So, yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out, and hope to see you next week.